When Clint put this question to me, why should I join a focus group? Two things immediately came to mind. It's kind of a quip I go to. It's not mine. It's somebody really smart said it once, and I just repeat it. But to know and to be known, and I like that because it speaks to some core elements of our human condition. We're built to be in community. We want to know other people, and we certainly want to know people that make us feel safe, where we can be vulnerable and allow them to know us. But then I got a little nervous because the rule of three kind of dominates City Church, and you can't answer a question with just two, prongs. And so, like any, I guess, good leader, I put the question to my group. I outsourced it, and one of the first guys to answer, who I won't call him out, he's not here this morning, but his name rhymes with Tat Momsen. He said, when I asked him, why do you come? Why do you show up, on Thursday mornings at 6? He said, I feel guilty if I don't come. And I chose to assume he was being sarcastic, and it was early in the morning when I asked him, so I think he was. But like any good sarcastic response, there's an element of truth to that. And as we talked about it, as I dwelled more on, that guilt that he was, alluding to, it's a sense of obligation, but not obligation, in the pejorative sense that we think about it today. And when we try to shed obligations to control our time and our schedules. But this kind of obligation, I think that we were talking about is one in which you actually control your time. You raise your hand, you choose to participate, and we talked about participation. And then it hit me. There's not just like a consumerist element to these focus groups where you go and you learn more about what God is doing in the church, in your own life, and other people's lives. You don't just feed. You actually participate in the group and in the mission and the ministry of City Church by impacting others. When you participate, you are bringing your own perspective, your own history, your own faith journey to the group, and you're shaping others, by sharing, by showing up, by meeting your obligation. And so, yes, we want to know others. We want others to know us. But by participating in a focus group, these small groups of 5, 6, 7 people that really meet and dive into the Word, we're helping execute on the mission and the ministry of City Church. We are taking beauty into broken places, in our group, and then outward into Houston. So if you're interested in learning more about focus groups, ping Clint, grab me after the service. We can get you set up. But I promise you, it'll be a rich time for you, and it'll be an opportunity for you to not only deepen your faith, but also to answer God's call to participate in the church body. Thanks.